Yeah. Running out ain't no option. Going broke ain't even my thought process. Sub that hard, got a whole roster. Let go of my.
Alright, what's poppin', gang? It's your boy 904 Scotty, aka Scotty. Don't forget the pimpin', aka Locktish and Scotty. We back in this bitch with another one, man. We retwisting this jungle today, man. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get the nayaps right. Boy, them bitches is nappy, boy. It's nice and crunchy up there. Hold on. Let me show y'all, boy. We down back, gang. I was depressed and shit. I ain't touched by her in a grip, but we back and in full effect. Damn, it's hot. I'm gonna have to take this hood off ASAP. But I'm basically gonna do like a little story time / retwist. This ain't the first retwist I done did on my channel, so if you ain't did the homework, you can go back and watch another version of this from some months back when I first moved here. But I ain't never really give y'all the whole rundown and story time of me moving here, so we gonna get into that. We gonna fix this head and we gonna make it do what it do. But first, I gotta wash this motherfucker, so I'm finna be right back, gang. Alright, man, the wash is done. We clean, man. We nice and clean in this bitch. And if you see the struggle beard, man, just know you don't, bro. Just relax. I'm trying something new. This nigga got until Christmas. This bitch ain't dead nothing about Christmas. I'm going back to the goat. I'm going back to the little goat. No cap. But we finna get this retwist on. I ain't gonna cap. Every time I wash my hair, a little bit more of that red and that brown come back. I don't never really get to see my full length of my hair for real. Like for the last 4 years straight, I do all the retwisting and the maintenance of my hair. Like the only other person that don't touch my head is my mama and my mama's stylist. Maybe like twice, and my mama done did it like a good amount of times. But besides that, I don't really let nobody touch my head. And the only way that I do it is 3-strand or 2-strand twist. That's me. That's my go-to. Y'all know. So my hair is either twisted or curly. But nigga be playing with the length, bro. Do your homework, gang. Do your, like, stop playing with me. So I'm finna do a regular retwist for the first time in I don't know how long. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all, and without further ado, we just gonna get it pushing. I ain't did it in so long. I literally had to order some clips from Amazon. Got me 100 of them things though for the low shit. So let's get to it. So boom, how this shit started. Okay, so I guess I gotta start from when I was in Tally. So, all right. So when I was in Tally, at first I started out working at this Circle K or whatever. I was managing there. Then this old punk ass manager, this fuck nigga David. Yo, David, fuck you, David. This nigga, when I got another job as a cook, I was supposed to keep that job and work down on the weekends and shit, man. After I got that other job, literally the day I started, man, this fuck nigga took me off the schedule. I ain't never say another word. Ain't really even fire me like a man or nothing, but this bitch ass nigga just stopped. So I worked as a cook for a minute. It was smooth. I was trying to start on my YouTube. I got some videos from back in Tally, man. Go back and check some of them bitches out. They was turned though, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be able to get what I was trying to get staying out there. So I decided at the time my plan was to move to Houston. I was supposed to move, well not to Houston, I was supposed to move to Texas with my brother and shit. But then, after I moved out of my apartment and shit, I moved back to Jacksonville and I was staying at my mama's house for a little bit. And when I got back to Jacksonville, bro, it's like, shit hit the fan, bro. Like, it hit the fan. I was only supposed to be there for a couple weeks. My taxes was supposed to drop. I was supposed to get my taxes and I was supposed to skate to Texas. Boom. But everything ended up happening for a reason. Like, hindsight, of course, is 2020. At the time, like, bro, I'm going through it. Like, I'm not in I'm not in a good place mentally. I'm in the city where, you know, I love where I grew up at. Like, Jacksonville, that's my home, bro. Y'all see niggas 904 Scotty, this shit tatted on me 1,000,000 times. This shit behind my ear, this shit everywhere. Shit, DUVAL on my life. I love that shit. It made me who I am, but at the same time, bro, I've never had no intention to stand there. Like, if I knew that if I lived long enough to get a chance, bro, I was leaving that motherfucker. Like, it's nothing for me to stay there, bro. Like, everybody down there it's just like the energy ain't right there, bro. Like, people angry, we in poverty, you know what I'm saying? And this shit done being constructed systematically forever. I ain't even finna get into all that shit of how it got like that, but at the end of the day, it got like how it was. So, I be trying to leave that shit, so, boom. My taxes and shit supposed to hit. Them shits never hit on time, bro. Like, I was supposed to get them in February. I came down there and at the end of January or like the beginning of February, I was supposed to get them businesses like 2 weeks later, and I was supposed to skate. Bro, I did not get my tax return until that next January. No bullshit. The next year, that January. So I stayed in Jacksonville that whole year. But like I say, everything happened for a reason. I got a chance to spend time with like one of my sick family members that's real near and dear to me. I love them. I got to spend a lot of time with them. I got to be with my family. I got to see my, you know what I'm saying, my people that I hadn't seen for a while I was in Tally, and seeing the way it was finna shape up, the journey I was finna go on, ending up way in Cali. It was good to get that quality time with them, but at the time, of course, I'm like, bro, like, I'm sitting on the porch every day, like, smoking, like, bro, I need something to pop. Like, I ain't want to get a job there, because I was like, bro, if I get a job, I'm going to get stuck in this shit. I'm going to be trapped back right in this shit. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So I was doing, like, temp service work just to keep some money in my pocket, and, you know, I was doing my hustling and this shit, but bro, I was not all up mentally, bro. I'm like, bro, just give me a chance, bro. If I get one single sniff at an opportunity to get out this bitch, I'm gone. Like, no cap. So it got to the point, I'm like, bro, so this shit ain't gonna come, clearly. So I'm like, whatever. Keep hustling, keep staying. Then eventually, some time passed by, and I'd say around August, that's when I kind of had started calming myself down with the reality of what was going on and making the best out of what was going on then. And that time gave me a lot of time to game plan for what I was gonna do when I got out this bit. So the Texas shit fell through, and then me and my brother ended up getting into it, like some personal shit. So I ended up saying I didn't even want to go out there no more, but I still wanted to get the fuck out of Jacksonville. So my dad, he lives in Vallejo. So he told me, like, I can come out there, visit him like I did a few years back when I was a kid. I was like 17. I had came out here the first time. That was what put like my pops and his traveling and shit like that, working on the road. It did a strain on us, and it was hard, but at the same time, it gave a lot of benefits, bro. It was a lot of places I got to travel and see that I wouldn't have never had no, bro. That's why I feel so bad. Like I try to shed light to what's out there and what's worth living for to people that I know that's still in the trenches. Cause it's like, bro, if I never saw that when I was getting to visit my pop, when I came to Cali, like, damn, bro, I nigga getting money out here, bro. I'm 17, making grown man checks, got 2 jobs and all type of shit, having fun, everything, like, it's free. I ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to, you know what I'm saying? None of that. I ain't gotta worry about nothing crazy. I can just get money. So that's what put it in my mind. So now I'm like, okay, boom, I still gotta get out of here. Pop say, boom, come to Vallejo. So I'm shit. All I gotta do is find a way to make it out there. Boom. Found a way to get out there. Went and shout out my pop's ex-girlfriend. His girlfriend at the time, she ended up getting me a job where she was working some nice ass, fancy ass spot that I'm still working at to this day. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that connection that was made, cause that was what, you know what I'm saying? It sparked off everything, bro. Like this shit get crazy, man. It get crazy coming up. So after I done moved here, I'm getting in the flow. Like the good thing is, last time I came when I was a jit, it was like a couple weeks I was here before I could get a job. Like I had to go through this work permit shit and everything. Like they were trying to talk to my guidance counselor. I was like, man, you niggas don't know where I'm from, bro. My guidance counselors ain't giving no fuck about trying to get me no work permit during the summer, bro. What did you talk about, gang? So found a way around that, but this time I was able to hit the ground running. So I had a job, got to make good money, quick, every day. I still got footage and shit. You could probably see a couple vlogs I got on the ferry and shit, but I used to have to go I get on the boat and ride the ferry to San Francisco every day. So I had to Uber from the house to the ferry station, ride the boat an hour to land in San Francisco by the ferry building that I work in. Boom, work. If I get off before 8 o'clock, then I can hop back on the ferry, go back to Vallejo, and then just Uber to the crib from the ferry station. But if I get off after, then I gotta wait till like 10 and ride the bus to get back to Vallejo. And if I miss the motherfucking bus, cause I gotta stay at work past 10, then a nigga had the Uber to the crib, and that bitch hitting for about 70, 80 beans. So it's like, bro, this travel shit is not nothing nice. It's like I ain't tripping on it cause I'm getting a little bit of money now, but I'm still trying to find a way to cut this shit out. So I'm in the works of wanting to like get an apartment and shit, but like the first couple checks I got, also I still got this YouTube shit heavy on my mind. Like, bro, this is not no guess. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying, this is it for me. Like, this shit gonna pop, like easy money. So I'm getting equipment as I go. Like a lot of the various shit I got in this apartment, like I'm getting the room that I'm in his spot, I'm making it more like homey. Like me, I'm hella homebody. I'm always in my room, so my room gotta be on point. Like, it gotta be my vibe. So I'm ordering shit left and right, and like putting up what I can too. So I'm putting up some shit, and it's going pretty smooth. Then I say like, I went to work. It was a Saturday. I remember, matter of fact. I went to work. And it was a good day, bro. We didn't even have to work for real. They was getting us massages and shit. They got us lunch. They let us chill in a bit, bro. That shit was crazy, gang. Like, I'm like, this is Cali, like, for real. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Cali, okay, I got you. I'm locked in, I'm here. Having a good old day. But, mind you, I just got paid the day before, and I paid off the computer that I wanted to get. The computer I be shooting my videos on right now. Just paid that bit off, so I just got paid. So I just done came up off like $1,200 out my check. So I'm sitting on a couple hundred, but I ain't tripping, cause shit, I'm in my pot set, I'm eating good, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just keep working. Bruh, it's like every time I say that everything's looking up and everything's going right, it's like a motherfucker be like, alright, watch this. Like, alright, watch this. So, the day was just going too perfect, man. Computer on the way. Done got a first massage in my life, and my job paid for it. They done fed a nigga burgers and milkshake. That's my shit. Like, it don't get no better. Then I get home. Me and my partner, like, we hang out a lot. Like, we chill, we smoke, we watch sports, all that. So we sitting in there, and mind you, like I say, like, we got our own personal problems. I'll never get into my personal shit on this, internet. But of course, like any family, we got issues between brothers, between parents, between whoever, all that. So we ended up getting into it, and we got into it pretty bad. Like, you know what I'm saying, shit. But it honestly, like, me and my dad, we both special kind of people. Like, you gotta know us to know, like, it had to get where it went. Like, we both aggressive ass people, and like, especially my pop. So he gon', like, a lot of people when he get in it, like when he start yelling at them and shit, they back down because it's scary because he aggressive and shit. But I'm the same way. So it's like, for us to hear each other and shit, like, we gotta get aggressive. We just like two fucking animals. So, like, a lot of shit was said, needed to be said, shit got off our chest, and when we got into it, he ended up saying, in the midst of the argument, like everything we was saying, one time he told me, it's like I said, living on the road and shit, it's certain stuff that you know more about your kids that you would, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama, for instance, like he ended up saying, like, if you so da-da-da, you so independent, you so big and bad, you can get the fuck out. My mama wouldn't have never said no shit like that to me, because my mama know, as soon as you say that, bro, who? I'm packing my shit and I'm gone. Like, who is you challenging, bro? I'm like, come on, man. So, he said that I packed my shit, got ghost. I'm like, man, I wish I would have knew this shit was gonna go down. I wouldn't have got that motherfucking computer. I would have saved my couple hundred and I would have been in a much better spot. Bro, I just walked out of this house, like, just cause I'm fuming. And like, I know he didn't mean that shit for real, but I don't give a fuck. Like, you ain't got to tell me twice. I at the time, you know, I'm a hothead. I can admit it. I'm still working on my anger every fucking day. I'm like, shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. So I get out, I'm walking down the street. Like, I know Vallejo a little bit, cause like I say, I was here a couple years ago. And I done been here for a while. So, I know it's a little red roof right up the street. Boom, so I go to the red roof. I go in there. Honestly, it wasn't even high as I thought it was gonna be. Like, man, I probably got like $300-400 to my name on my shit. I'm like, okay, boom. The room was like $80 a night. I got the room the first night. I'm like, I'ma just sleep, smoke, figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure out what I'ma do. So, stayed in there that whole night, smoke, game plan. My mama had texted me out of nowhere, which I'm like, but how my mama find out? I'm thinking my pops done calling snitch on me. But my girlfriend at the time, shout out her, love her to death. She called my mama cause she heard me and my pops getting into it and she was scared that they were finna, you know what I'm saying? Cause she know how I am. And I done told her how my pops is, so like she knows shit might go. She down there thinking we finna bump in this bitch. But, so my mama telling me ass was out straight. But I was already in the room. I was already gone. Like, he ain't even get to that. I just left. So, I'm sitting in there all night. I'm like, man, what the fuck I'm finna do? Man, I ain't got, like I say, bro, I only been at this job for literally not even a month. Literally ain't been here a month. Now, and it's like, he had even texted me, I want to say that night, like, he was like, you still, you know how niggas be, they, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna never be nothing fully emotional, but he like, I shouldn't have told you, like, you still got me fucked up, but like, I shouldn't have told you to get out, like, you ain't from here, da da da. I'm like, man, nigga, your shit falling on deaf ears, gang. At this point, now I gotta show you that I can do this shit. Like, it's personal for me. Like, no cap, this shit gonna sound crazy, bro, and it shouldn't have been like that. I don't want y'all to be like this, but this is how I am. This is how I'm wired, and this is what was gonna get me to, you know what I'm saying, be able to go all in. I was like, bro, I will die out this motherfucker before I come back. That's what I said when I walked out. Straight up, I'm like, bro, I will die before I come back. I'm not coming back. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get my own spot. So, came up with the game plan. Like I said, I had to take the ferry to work every day. So, boom. I hopped on the ferry with all my shit. Got a big ass military duffel bag and another book bag. I went back to the crib when cause I knew he was gonna have that door unlocked or whatever. I went back to the crib and I grabbed the rest of my shit and like shit of value. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, I'm finna trench it. Like, I done been fucked up before. I know how to. I'm already thinking like, okay, boom, dude, they got plasma centers out there in San Fran. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What can I pawn? What I got I can sell? So boom, I'm like, boom, let me grab the P4. Let me grab my slugs. Let me grab, you know what I'm saying, my chain, like little shit like that. So just in case, like, progressively, if like 2 weeks in, I still ain't found nowhere, I got shit to keep getting me money. Type shit outside of my checks. Boom. Thought I had found my little plasma center out there, so I'm like, okay, cool. Went out there. Ain't even, like, my coworkers don't even know what's going on, bro. Like, it's so much shit be going on that, like, people around me, you'll never know looking at me. Like, you might know that I got something going on, but like the shit, the level of shit that I actually got going on versus just me not talking and shit, motherfuckers will never know what be going through my head for real. But I work my shift, right? So we got like key cards and all that shit. I probably shouldn't even say this shit, but I don't care. It is what it is. I'm keeping this shit blood raw. This shit was real. So my job, nice as fuck. Like I said, they got showers and shit. So after work, I worked my whole shift. I got off and I hopped and I took me a shower. And when I took me a shower, I went ahead, left and all that, and I went to the bar down the street. I went to the bar down the street just to one, get me a fucking drink, dude. You know. But two, so I can get everybody a chance to close and, you know what I'm saying, clear the building, let the janitors clear all the area over there and shit, and then I could do what I gotta do. So boom. I slid back probably like 2 in the morning. We got key cards to not only the like our job side, but to the building. So I scanned into the building, walked past security. Like, I ain't sneaking in there. I let them know I was finna slide up there, but I walked past security and went up there to to where my job was at. Went in there, got my shit, took me a shower, brushed my teeth and shit, and I went in the, like, it's an area in the back side of my job, like, we call that shit phase 2. It used to be like sofas and shit over there before they started doing the construction and shit. Bro, I took one of them big ass towels that they had in there and I slept on that motherfucking sofa in phase 2. And then boom, got up early so that I could be up out of there before they opened this shit too. And I hit the street and I tried to hit the plasma center. So tried to hit the plasma center, get all the way there. Come to find out, bro, this shit ain't even no plasma center, bro. They don't even have plasma centers, bro. This shit is a blood donation center. I'm like, so y'all don't get niggas money for blood though, huh? She like, no. You still wanna donate, bitch? Man, come on, bro, get the fuck out of my face, gang. Like, I ain't trying to be rude, but bitch, get the fuck out of my face. The fuck I'ma give you a pint of my blood for no compensation? The fuck you think this is? Charity? This is my blood we talking about. I don't even like donating plasma. I hated that shit, but I was gonna do what the fuck I had to do. So now I'm like, damn, that's an L. So now I'm like, let me hit the pawn shops. I hit a couple different pawn shops. Boom, went to one. Pawn my top goals, or sold my top goals, whatever. Pussy nigga gave me like 100 and, bro, it was low 100. I'm like, bro, this, man, fuck it. Like, cause I ain't used to wear them anyway. I'm like, fuck it, I need that bread. Got it. Went to another one, tried to sell my PS4. Man, boy, I almost caught a case in that bitch trying to sell that PS4, dog. Do you know that nigga looked me dead in my eyes and said like $40? I'm talking about, bro, I got the PS4 in this bitch, both controllers in hand, and this nigga looked me dead in my eyes and said $40, gang. Bro, I almost took off on his ass, bro. I'm like, bro, I ain't that fucked up, gang. Like, you was tripping. So I turned around and I bounced. Nigga is wildin'. So then I'm like, damn, bro, that's 1 for 3. Nigga, I'm shooting 33% right now. I don't even get down like that. So I'm like, so what the fuck am I finna do? So boom, I had applied for a credit card when I was back home or whatever, and I had got accepted and shit, but they were trying to get me to verify it. And the verification process they were trying to do was stupid as fuck. They wanted to mail me a piece of paper with a verification code, then have me call them and tell them the code that's on the paper. Like, why the fuck y'all can't just text it like every other thing do? So boom, I hadn't did that yet, cause shit, I was already out the house before I had a chance. So I walked out the motherfucking shit. I ain't distraught, but I'm like, bro, like, fuck, like, why I can't catch a fucking break? Look to my right, bro, it was a Citibank sign, bro. And mind you, I've never heard of Citibank, so I had even got this card. Bro, it's a big ass blue sign at the end of the street. That bitch damn near like golden. It's damn near golden lights coming off that bitch, dog. I'm like, oh, there it go. Instantly, I'm like, nigga, I'm finna walk in that bitch and I'm finna try to verify it in person. Like, nigga, you can't say it's not me. I'm standing right in front of you, gang. So boom, I go down now and I walk in. Soon as I walk in, now the thing that I would say the most different about San Fran versus Jacksonville is the diversity. That's one of the things I always say, how diverse it is out here. Because in the South, you know, we see majority black people in the areas we be in. Then you can go to other sides of town to see white people if you want to. And then it's few other people mixed in, and they stay on the white sides of town most of the time anyway. So out here, it's a whole different ball game, nigga. You are not gonna walk in a room and see only black people in no room, my nigga. Like, it's not gonna happen. You gonna walk in a room and you gonna see 5 Asian people, 6 Hispanic people, 10 white people, and if you see another black dude in that bitch or a black lady, you're lucky. Like, that type shit. So I walk in, man, dog, it's a black dude right at the counter waiting to help a nigga. I'm like, nigga, things is looking up, bro. I knew my dog was finna get the job done, bro. I just knew. So boom, I walked in. I chopped it up with him. Long story short, got my shit verified. So now I'm like, okay, we cooking. Now we alive. Bro, that basically changed my whole morale. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, we alive now. Cause I got some bands on this bitch. Like my credit score high as fuck, so you know what I'm saying? They gave a nigga some bands. I'm like, I'm cool. I ain't trying to run this bitch up and max it or nothing, but I'm straight. Whatever I need, like anything. So had started getting this room or some shit, right? So I got this room at this shit called the hostel. I had never heard of that shit before, but it's just like a hotel. It's like it's 4 niggas in a room. Like it's 2 bunk beds. That bitch got a sink. That bitch like it's real thugging. Like that shit real gangster shit. Like me personally, I couldn't stay in that bitch long term. Hell no. But like for exactly what I needed it for, like you touch down in a new city, you ain't got much. You just trying to work, put a couple checks up, bro. Even in San Fran, this hostel was like $40 a night, bro. Nothing is cheap in San Fran, bro. You can pay $40 for food easily. So I'm like, damn, bro, like how the fuck did I stumble upon this shit? So I'm in that bitch thugging. First day I got lucky. I only had 1 roommate in that bitch. I ain't tripping. Go into work, did that, got my grind on, boom, came back. Second day, it's crazy. Like every day I was in there, they added another nigga in that bitch. But I only ended up being in that. I only had to sleep in that bitch when there was 4 people one night, cause I ended up leaving the very next day. Like shit ended up, bro. I'm talking about in these 4 days, I'm going to work. I'm looking up apartments in the area. Mind you, I ain't never went apart. Even the first apartment that I had. Once again, my girl at the time, bro, she did all the like the work when it come to that shit. Like she did all the business shit. I was just like, bro, how much money I need? I'm just like, how much money I gotta contribute. You can handle all the other stuff. So this time I'm like, I'm in that field for real. I gotta do this shit myself. But I done cranched apartments down. I done checked them out. Boom, so we cooking. So I got a tour set up with the apartment manager. So that last day, I'm like, bro, I'm really not trying to pay to stay in this bitch another night. And at the time, like I said, I hadn't really talked to none of my coworkers about what was going on, except one, my boy Javi. Shout out my boy Javi. And I finally had told him what was going on, like later in the week when it was looking up, like when it was already turning around type shit. He was like, brother, like if you want to stay at my house for a night, like you can. Like me, I'm like, even when people offer me shit, like I be feeling like weird about like taking it. It's probably cause you know, a lot of people like throw shit in your face. I don't have people do that shit to me a lot, especially because I don't ask for a lot. So when the motherfucker throw the one thing you ask for in your face, it's like, bitch, that's why I don't ask for shit. But he wasn't like that at all. He told me like straight up, bro, come stay at the crib. So I stayed at his shit for that last night, bro. And on that next day, nigga, it was like when Jesus risen, nigga. On that next day, I got down toward that apartment, talked to bro. He told me, okay, cool, you squared away. At the time I had, when I set my apartment tour date or whatever, I had did it for kind of far out because I didn't know how soon I was gonna actually find an apartment. So when I did all the shit, I was aiming for like the 18th, 17th, some shit like that. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, I was aiming for like the 18th, I think, to move in. But then niggas kind of surprised themselves. The ball got to rolling way faster than that. That shit was like 2 weeks out. I did all this whole process that we talk about in 5 days. So I'm like, damn, like he, you know what I'm saying? He down there still trying to hold on to the December 17th shit. I'm like, bro, nah, bro, like ain't no point in me paying for it, bro. I done did the insurance, I done cut the water on, all that. So me, I'm trying to finesse, cause like I said, bro, what's the point of having an apartment if I can't stay in the bitch? I'm finna stay homeless for another week and a half when I got a whole apartment already, like locked in, signed the lease. That shit don't make sense. So I asked, bro, I'm like, shit, like, can we get a move on type shit for me to get an apartment? But before I even asked him, I went and did mine. I ain't never even did this shit. I don't even know how I locked in like this. That shit was nothing but God and that dog, nigga. Because I had done scheduled my water to be cut on like earlier than, like say I was supposed to move in the 17th. I cut my water on like the 11th. I was finna tell them let me move in on like the 12th. And then the insurance, I started my shit like 5 days early for the shit so that they'll be insured. Like I cover all my bases so that it ain't really no reason. And I was like, I'll prorate that shit. Now that one came from Dukes. Dukes told me I ain't know what the fuck a prorate was. But I was like, I'll prorate that shit, whatever. I just need to be in my crib. Dude looked out, he let me get in the crib. So now we on and popping, gang. We cracking for real now. So I went that next day, once everything was squared away, I went rented me a U-Haul in Vallejo. I hopped on the ferry, slid to Vallejo. Then when I got to Vallejo, no. How I did that shit? How did I? Yeah, I ain't rent the U-Haul here. I did take the ferry back, and then I Ubered from the ferry to the U-Haul shit, cause I was like, ain't no point in putting all them miles on that bitch just to drive from San Fran to Vallejo to come back here. So I got it in Vallejo type shit, and told them I was gonna turn it in San Fran. Man, I'm talking about Pops at work. Man, when I tell you a nigga done went in that bitch, unpacked the whole room, loaded that bit up on the U-Haul, whipped that bit, California traffic. I'm on the E-way, bro. I got videos from that shit. I'm gonna try to insert them, bro. I can't promise that I'm gonna remember, y'all know. But I'm gonna try to insert at least some of the videos of when I was driving that U-Haul and shit. But, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, a nigga was real deal proud of that shit. Like, I got all my stuff, I drove it. Mind y'all, I stay on the 4th floor in my building, gang. The top floor. I had to move all my shit up the elevator by myself, cause I'm talking about shit parked on the street. I'm closing that bitch, putting a lock on it, going to the door, running my shit up, throwing it in the apartment, running back down. Like, bro, that shit would get real. But I was determined, like, nigga gotta make this shit happen. Like, who else gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? So, going back and forth, finally got all my shit in, bro. When I tell you, that first night of sleep, y'all boys, that was the, man, mind you, I ain't even have my bed yet. I ain't have my mattress yet. I had the bed frame that I bought, but at his house, I had just bought the frame because he already had the mattress and shit, and I wasn't gonna take his mattress out of his shit. Like, when I move out, like, I'm gonna do that shit proper like a real man. I ain't taking none of his stuff from him. And like, how you gonna say, oh fuck you, I'm gone, and you also like trying to take all my shit? Like, that shit lame. I mean, not that it was fuck you, I'm gone, but I'm just saying, like, if y'all get into it with y'all parents, y'all, well, mom, I'm grown. Well, your ass better be grown for real though. Like, real talk. You better be able to drop your nuts and get everything you need, cause it's a lot of shit that when I moved in by myself, it's like, as a kid, you just used to having certain shit. You be like, bro. Like, I remember one day I cut my finger. And I'm like, ready to put a band-aid on it, looking for a first aid kit or something. Then I'm like, gang, why the fuck would you have a first aid kit? You did not purchase a first aid kit, nigga. Like, what do you think this is? I thought that bitch was just gonna spawn, cause it's just always been there. And it, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that make you appreciate growing up and your parents and shit like that even more. Cause it be like, damn, bro, niggas was buying first aid kits for us. Niggas was making sure that it was always dish detergent in it, it just always be there. That type shit. So, let me see. I did that, moved in. And honestly, like I say, bro, like, everything happens for a reason. Like, me and my pops got the best relationship. Like, we always had a good relationship growing up. I'm the most, like, everybody always say I'm the most like him out of everybody and shit, which is true. But, like I say, it was shit that needed to be said, that needed to be got off both chests. That once it was out in the air, and because I left in the process, so he had time to actually reflect on it, I had time to actually reflect on it. Bro, I swear that was the best shit that ever happened to us, in my opinion. Cause like, ever since, the understanding of been like through the roof. It was like certain shit that needed to be said, and we did it in our own little dysfunctional way. Like, most people, they can't get into that confrontation and still love on somebody after. Like, nigga, I grew up fighting, arguing, all type of shit. So that confrontation don't faze me. Like, that shit be needed sometimes. So that's pretty much how that shit went. That's how I ended up out here. I ain't gonna cap. We down there done too. I was gonna turn some music on or watch that new season of Jujutsu Kaisen or something, but really ain't no need. Nigga finna wrap this shit up soon. Bruh, doing it like this compared to always doing the strand twist, man, this shit is easy. It's cake. I really ain't gotta do that for real. I'm just sitting here chopping it up with gang them, man. I appreciate y'all if y'all done made it this final video, but y'all niggas snap. I ain't gonna lie, y'all snap. It's so hard to get people to watch a whole video nowadays, bro. Like TikTok done fuck niggas heads up, bro. They brain work in 5-second intervals. Like, if your shit ain't got crunk in the first 30 seconds, boy, niggas swiping off your shit. And that's fine. I only want the people to actually sit here and watch and listen to what I gotta say, that actually give a fuck about what I gotta say anyway. So I ain't tripping. But yeah, but this TikTok shit done changed the game, boy. For sure, for sure. Them bitches probably owe me so much money, but they ridiculous over there. Alright, gangers, and now we got the live one. We gonna slick cuz up. Damn, nigga, that's all to that. Stop playing with the guys. Stop playing with the guys. How long that took? That really took damn near however long y'all see that shit. However long this video, that's damn near how long that shit took. Man, stop playing with the hang time though. On the guys. I know y'all probably like, man, where the scalp at? You know what I'm saying? I want a little more. I don't like my shit twisted that tight. Like, I'm just trying to clean it up and let them dry, so that they'll be able to chill like this for a little minute. Because when you twisting the hell out your head like that, bro, that's why y'all locks be like thinning and breaking off and all type of shit. Woo, that boy got hang time, man. That boy, man, oh my God, y'all gotta chill, bro. Stop looking at it. Stop looking at it, gang. Yeah. We in the game, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, staying to the end. You got that dog in you. Come on, man, stop. Hold on. Alright, ooh, I can't even cut up for real. But it's alright. When this shit dry, y'all need to be on the gram. Instagram 904Scotty. X/Twitter. Goddamn 904Scotty P. Goddamn TikTok. Scotty's Revenge. Yeah, tap in. I'm finna be out this thing, gang. Peace.